Hey, what's going on, guys? Running with God 976 here. And this is the first episode of a very, very good game, in my opinion. A lot of Final Fantasy fans don't really like this one for some reason. I love it. It's definitely not one of the best Final Fantasy games, but I believe it's very underrated. That's right. Final Fantasy 15. I know a lot of people hate on this game just because it's not quite like the other Final Fantasy games. It's out there. A lot of the Final Fantasy games are more or less straightforward. You follow a certain path and you go along that the entire time, and you can't really branch off of it too much. Some of them are more open world like this. And yeah, that's the thing. This is an open world one, and some of the dialogue is kind of corny, I guess. But me personally, I love it. I love it. This is one of my favorite games that I've played in a good while, and I do not mind playing through it again. So yeah, as you can see, I have New Game Plus. I've already beaten the game, and I do not feel like deleting everything. So we're just gonna play it like this on normal. And it asks you to do a tutorial. If y'all would like to do a tutorial, then go for it. I mean, it's good to learn how to do things before you even get into it. But the game kind of explains itself. It kind of gives you a tutorial as you lead into it. So we're not going to go through the tutorial. Besides, it's very time consuming, honestly. And this is also something time consuming, is the loading screens. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15. In a time unknown, only a prophecy keeps hope alive in people's hearts. When darkness veils the world, the King of Light shall come. Now, 4 brave warriors begin their journey. And something else, I didn't get to read it all, because of the load screen. The tale of the chosen king, savior of the star. One thing with the load screens, they are very inconsistent. Okay. We are already starting out in a boss fight, it looks like. Jeez. Where are we? Hell? I don't even know what's going on right now.
Before he strikes again! Here it comes! I got your back! Here you go. Let's go!
That's the type of artwork that I really like. Before the Fall.
The decreed hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave and go in the grace of the gods.
Right. Oh, princess will be princess. So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address. Your Highness!
see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said.
Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Drados, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
And the rebellious teen comes out again. Oh, too many people know that feeling, or know that experience. I used to be one of those. Chapter 1. Departure. Prince Noctis Lucis Callum sets forth from his homeland with his three-man retinue in tow. His destination? Alticia, capital of Accordo, where he will formalize the union of states through his marriage to Lady Lunafreya of the imperial province of Tenebrae. Was able to actually get through that before the loading screen ended for once. That's what I mean with this. It's inconsistent with the loading screen, guys. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. You just gotta read fast. That can't be the car we're gonna do this in, huh? Oh. Yeah, that's more like it.
I think we can forget about hitching our way there. Thought people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
I've already pushed myself to the brink of death.
Get up. Come on, cars are gonna move itself.
Jeez. I thought the car was supposed to move us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Can it? Ready, steady.
And yes, we start our journey by holding down right trigger and pushing a car. You can move it alongside the road like this, but honestly it just slows you down, and you kind of want to get through this fast because, let's be honest, it's boring. You're just pushing a car.
Unbelievable. Not exactly a fairy tale beginning, huh, Prince Noctis?
Oh, this song.
Let ourselves get carried away. Look, these things happen.
Let's just hope this isn't some omen.
Gladio, do me a favor.
What?
Push this thing by yourself.
All by myself?
You won't even notice if we just let go.
Pronto? Don't even think about it.
Save some breath for pushing.
Ignis,
Come on, time to switch.
nuh-uh. We just switched back there.
And it's my turn, not his turn. My hands are killing me.
You rather I kill you with mine?
Easy there, tough guy.
Any luck?
Only a busy signal. Hold the phone. Is it just me? Or was it supposed to be way closer? I assure you, the map is correct.
The map said Hammerhead was right there.
Literally next door.
Looks that way. On a map of the world.
Not quite the start, huh? This world is very... It doesn't look all that beautiful right now. We're kind of in a barren wasteland. But trust me, it gets much better.
Filled with wonders.
Tell that to my legs.
You guys even pushing?
Hard as I can.
Quite the start. Not a fairy tale beginning indeed, Gladio. A lot of... Lunafreya Nox Flore. Prince Noctis' betrothed, Lady Lunafreya. I shouldn't even try to read that.
Hey there, y'all kept a girl waiting. Now, which one's the prince? Aha! Hello, your highness. Congrats
apologies for taking so long.
You better save your apologies for Pawpaw.
Well, that makes you.
Cindy. Sid's grease monkey granddaughter.
Roll her in while I'm still young. Didn't your daddy tell you? She's a custom classic, not some beat-up old clunker. Prince Noctis.
Yeah.
Prince. Like they took your old man and kicked the dignity out of him.
What?
You got a long way to go, son. And that slack jaw's getting you nowhere fast. She's gonna take a while. Y'all get her in and run along.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving. Right this way.
Now, play the waiting game. Never liked that game.
Never any good at it either.
And of course, they have to have someone for the fanboys' wet dreams. Jeez. All video games are like this, though. Cindy, yeah, she's honestly one of the better characters in this game. I really like her, and not because I'm one of the fanboys.
Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
But honestly, she's nice. She comes off as a really good character. I like her.
Might as well make good use of the extra time.
And yeah, here we finally get to go, guys.
Whoa, and they got Ebony out here. Oh, Ignis is gonna flip. Wait, what's a gill?
And as you see, we got some gas pumps here. It says A to refuel, but we don't even have a car to fill up. Yeah, that's right, guys. You don't just get to drive everywhere. You have to refill the car. It's the only kind of, I wouldn't say sucky thing, but it can get you in some tight spots. I've actually had moments where I've run out of gas and had, just like you saw in the opening cutscene, and had to push the car back to a town. Not nice. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go in here. Oh, I can't move that. Alright, well that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and go in here and talk to this guy in here.
Welcome. How's about by
And you can see,
Y'all hungry for info?
if you talk to him in the very first option, it gives you info on different stuff around the map that you can do or go check out. There are different outposts, there are different havens, there are different parking spots, which parking spots we're not going to have anything to do with at the moment because we don't have our car. But in the meantime, we have all these other different points that we can check out. You can see there's a treasure chest on there. There are different, I guess it's more like a leaf looking marker right there. That would be where procurement points are. You get different kinds of food items and things to make food with, which we will do later at the havens that we can go to. But for these, we have you can also buy food here, which you really don't want to do. But what happens when you do buy a food? I'll go ahead and show you if I have the gil for it. I don't have the gil for it. I'm sorry, I can't even see how much gil I have because there's something in the way and I can't seem to. Oh, yeah, I can move it. Okay. Okay, alright, that works. So that's 0. Yeah, I have 0 gil right now. And then you can also check this out. And as it says, restaurant proprietors will tip you off to hunts that award gil and other prizes. Slay the targets and report back to these tipsters to claim your bounty. So yeah, you do these missions, complete the hunts to earn stars, and increase your hunter rank. more challenging hunts will become available at higher ranks.
These
So you
Nazis
see-
here been a real pain in the rear.
We've only got some pretty low level ones at the moment, which we're only level 1, so probably want to stay with the low level ones. And we can't do this one yet because that's going to be a rank 2 or maybe more. It doesn't really tell you at the moment. The stars that you get, if you can see the rank 1 that we're at right now, Apprentice, we gotta get 5 stars. So assumedly we have to beat 5 of these missions first, and then we can worry about our rank going up. But for the time being, you just want to go ahead and collect all of these, just to go ahead and
Boys are a brave
make sure you don't have to collect them again. And you can collect up to 10 of them. So there's only 3 right here. We've got no
obliged.
reason not to go ahead and collect all of them, or join them.
Appreciate it.
And if you see the target, the target is who, obviously what we're going after. Saber tusks in this one. That's going to be our first one. The habitat is the Weaver Wilds, which is right by where we're at right now. And active all times. There are different times of the day in this game. There are night and day. If a hunt is happening at night, you're gonna have to wait till nighttime until they come out. But luckily, we don't have to do that yet.
Take care.
That's all we can do with him right now at the moment. So we're gonna go ahead and go.
A moment, Noct. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy. Broken down and flat broke. Adding insult to injury.
And yeah, it kind of forced me into this. So yeah, this is our quest screen. You can select any of these, but for now, we're already right by this one, so let's just go ahead and get this one done.
After charging us that much.
Yeah, let's pay him a visit.
A little bit about the controls. You press A to jump like I did. Whenever you see that, you press A to collect. Oracle Ascension coins. Those are not needed, but they'll be nice to have for a little later on, or a lot later on in the game. So if you find any, collect them.
She's out of my league, but we have so much in common.
And you can see, yeah, Prompto.
Imaginary lady.
When all this is over, I'm gonna visit her in Hammerhead.
He's got himself a little crush. I am not gonna spoil who, but yeah, you might be able to tell. Alright, no more running around. Let's go ahead and talk to Cindy. Oh yeah, and hold B down to sprint.
She ain't gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
On these you can do different things. What I like to do is I always ask my friends because it gives them more line.
Cash. Any way we could earn a little.
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Pawpaw meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson. Told me he ought to have y'all take care of some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge. How about it?
Old man's got his eye on you, Noct. Show him what you got.
And you see, if you allow your friends to talk, you can usually get experience or AP. AP is going to, well, okay, it'll explain it for me. You spend ability points to power up Noctis and his friends. Acquire new abilities on the Astral Sphere from the Ascension menu. I was about to show this, but thank you, game. The Bestiary is now available from the Archives menu. Reveal detailed information on previously encountered enemies. Dossiers are now available from the Archives menu. Read profiles of people you have met over the course of your journey. The data log is now available from the Archives menu. Review written records and other information collected around EOS. That's that, guys. The Ascension menu, like we were talking about earlier, yeah, you use the ability points in here. You're gonna earn the AP from leveling up, completing quests, different things that happen. impressing friends in conversation, you can choose some of those other options that were on there, and you can get different things from them. I normally choose to let my friends talk because it seems to get them the best outcome. You can see we have different categories of things to spend on, or skill trees to spend our AP on. We have combat here, techniques, recovery, magic, wait mode, exploration, stats, and teamwork. The most important one at the moment, I believe, is combat, because we're just barely starting out and we don't have a lot of MP, we don't have a lot of anything at the moment. What I like to usually start out with is air step. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. Use the left trigger and B to take a step in mid-air after attacking with a sword or pole arm. One time only. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get that. And as you see, when you spend ability points on something, it is going to unlock different branches of the skill tree. But for now, we don't have enough for anything else, so let's go ahead and move on. You've also got your skills here, your unique skills. We'll go ahead and click on this. They've all got their own unique skills. Noctis, he catches fish. Gladio, he explores the wild, which is just walking around the world, and you gain experience off of that. Ignis is cooking at camp. Whenever you set up camp at one of those havens we showed you earlier, then you're going to be able to cook over there. That's where the buying those meals comes into play. You buy them the first time, and Ignis will learn that recipe. And then Prompto takes pictures. Seems lame at first, but trust me, it is really nice. You want to save some really good pictures, it's going to be really nice. Just trust me on that. So yeah, you see Noctis fishing, Gladio is exploring, Noctis, I just said Noctis. Ignis is cooking, and Prompto is taking photographs. This is part of the thing that a lot of people don't like. Things like Prompto taking pictures.
Don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to shreds. Here, this ought to be enough for a place to stay. Just between us, though. Don't tell Pawpaw.
And you see, Cindy was nice enough to give us some money. Some money. Yeah, that's all for here at the moment. We can go ahead and get this mission done. But I'm gonna check real quick to see. Yeah, it tells you where they can be viewed at on here. So that's where we would be heading. But yeah, I want to go over here first and get this done, just because it's behind us, and we can come back, drop it off to that guy over there, and get some extra cash and items before we go out on our actual mission. And plus, it's not all that far. And you see, you can run, but you see the stamina bar up there, it will go down. Which, you know what, I'll do. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to run far enough, so we'll just jump. Jumping, I like to do more, because you go just as fast as you do sprinting, and it doesn't cost stamina. So you can aim at your enemies by holding down right bumper, and then press Y to warp strike. That's the best way to start up your fight. And this is what I meant by you don't need to do the tutorial, guys, because it gives you a tutorial when you get into the things that you would have gotten into in a tutorial. So there's no point in going through it twice, right? So yeah, B button is going to be to attack. So you're gonna hold down B to attack them, or just press it multiple times, but holding it down is nice. So we'll go ahead and do that. And you want to press X or hold X to phase through attacks. You saw that action command right there. You want to press X when it shows up. See, it can be hard at times sometimes, especially if you're in the middle of attacking. That's one of the things about this game that kind of sucks. You can the camera can get in bad positions. And yeah, you saw right there, hit them with the blind side. If you hit them from behind, you get 1.5 times damage. And you saw that link that we did. A lot of the times, if you get behind them and you're close to another character, you can do what's called a blindside link. You saw right there, I hit the action command in time and parried him. Just counter. And then phase strike on him again. Warp strike. And that's that.
Would have liked to wrap that up more quickly.
Now here's one thing with the experience, guys. You don't just gain experience right off the bat. I'll go ahead and do it this time to show you how it is. We'll go over here to this smoke. That's one of the havens that we were talking about. Oh, and anytime you find havens, yeah, just like it says right there, elemental deposits, you'll want to go over by them and just hold A down to absorb this stuff. Elemency, fire, ice, and lightning magic requires elemental energy to cast. Absorb energy from deposits found near havens and in other places around Eos. So yeah, you go ahead and absorb all that. There will always, by every haven, there will always be one electricity, one ice, and one fire deposit around. So we'll go ahead and collect all of them. I don't really use spells all that often, but it's nice to have for other people. Some people like to use them. I'm more of a physical attacker. But still, it's nice to have. You can make some really powerful spells off of it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sleep the night here. Camp. Camp at havens to enjoy a stat boosting meal and a good rest to tally experience. There are different things you can do here. You can camp, you can train, or you could just wait here and not have to camp and gain experience, which I'm gonna go ahead and do to show y'all what it is like. Anytime you go to a new camp, or you go to one you haven't been to in a while, you get an AP point. That shows you how much time you've gone, what your stats were from battles before. And since this is our first time here, it's going to show us, or first time being at a campsite, it's going to show us this little cutscene. Prompto taking pictures. I kind of wish they voice acted this a little bit. Look at him all proud of his tent making skills. And here we go. Now he does use different ingredients to make these. There are a lot of different things that we can make at the moment, which we are not going to be able to make all of it. But for now, we're just going to make something that doesn't require any ingredients. So flame roasted toast gives us an attack boost of 10. Just a piece of toast. Not exactly dinner, but you gotta go with what you got. And you see, this will go ahead and put in that attack boost. And now that's how you gain experience. It's staying the night somewhere. If you're just traveling through time, or through the world somewhere, you're not going to gain any experience. But look at that. Prompto's already gained quite a bit of experience on his skill. Gladio got a little bit, and Ignis hardly got anything. You don't want to, if you're trying to get Ignis's cooking skill up, you're going to want to have to use something that has ingredients in it. Yeah, and he's going to take photo shots or snapshots throughout the journey. You can save up to 200 photos. So don't save a ton of them. Like, most of the time I like to save 2 or 3 whenever I come to a saving point, but at the same time I don't do this often. I don't gain the experience very often. I'll wait until it builds up quite a lot. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go through these. I always save that first photo just to remember how rocky the beginning was. And anytime you meet a person for the first time, you want to save it, or you don't want to, or you don't have to, but it's nice. And yeah, he will take photos when y'all are in the middle of battle, even though he should probably be focusing on actually battling. Yes, since this is our first picture of a battle, or actually, go ahead and save this one because this one looks really nice. They can take some really good photos sometimes. And here's one at the Haven. We'll go ahead and save that. Get a good picture of Ignis in there. And that's all for now. And sometimes you'll have a little cutscene coming in like this at these havens.
Trouble you a moment, Noct? Yeah? I could use your help in the morning. Me and mornings don't usually get along. Mind if you help me make breakfast?
Whenever they ask you to do something, you can say no, but you want to help them out. Let's be friends here, come on.
Most important meal. Well then, tomorrow it is.
Yeah, just pause menu to save. I'm about to show y'all that here in a little bit. And yeah, whenever you have these special tasks going on, you gotta help them out with doing something.
The key is to let the pot simmer without ever letting it burn. How do I do that? A few stirs here and there should suffice.
So we're just gonna cook with Ignis real quick. So yeah, all you're gonna do is stir the pot.
When's the last time you cooked anything? Too long ago to remember. Back when you were a part-time cook. Sounds right. But even back then, I was pretty much just winging it. Hardly what I'd call cooking, I imagine. Just what normal people would.
Seriously, all you're doing is stirring.
Well, let's see how things are stewing. Could use just a touch longer to thicken. If you don't mind stirring.
I do mind, but we'll go ahead and do it. You can go back and forth like that, or you can just go around.
What this cooking class is all about. I was only hoping to have a fireside chat. See what's got you stewing. So you cooked up this little pretense. All these years. Never stopped worrying about me. My royal duty, per His Majesty. Your hobby. Now then, time for the taste test.
Now let's see how we did.
Looks done to a turn. Excellent work. Taste for yourself?
Not hard.
Sweet are the fruits of one's own labor. Not half bad. You must be eager to learn more of the culinary arts. Actually, I'm eager to leave the cooking to you. My half-baked scheme, up in smoke.
See, a lot of people think this is all cheesy.
Can't complain. It's not so bad every once in a while. Just not first thing in the morning. No. The world at dawn is full of wonders. Yeah, can't wait to marvel at them all. Dawn
lot of people think that a lot of this is cheesy. Personally,
You
I
were a
love
big
it.
help. Yeah, well, I'm good like that. Right.
And see what you get from that 20 AP, which is really going to come in handy this early on. And that is that. Alright guys, I'm sorry I let this video go on a little long. This first video, I wanted to go ahead and get some key points in and get a little bit into the game. We're not that far, but 35 plus minutes I think is enough for the first video. But yeah, you just press start and we're gonna go ahead and go save. You can see I've got other files on here, but we are not going to do any of that. Go ahead and save. Yeah, 10 or 8. I can't count. Alright, and that's been it. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Running with Guy 976 here. God bless you all. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a good one.